The express is a long, heavy train. Gordon usually pulls it, but only as far as the other railway. Another engine takes the coaches from there to London. It is an important train too, and must always run. Whatever happens, if Gordon is ill or busy somewhere else, Henry and James have the chance to pull it. They try their best and do it well. Too well, maybe. Because sometimes the importance of the occasion goes to their smoke boxes. And makes them boastful. One day, Henry was feeling pleased with himself. He had run the express to time, and the fat controller had congratulated him. I don't know what the fat controller will do without me, he said importantly in the shed that evening. Who cares? Warned Douglas. Too much puff about yourself. Your mother run off to poof one day. Poor, scoffed Henry. I pulled 2 trains and a failed diesel once. And the fat controller said I was an enterprising engine. Mind it well, agreed Donald. I took the goods train on you, I recall. But Doggy is right. Puff goes before fall. The Scottish twins were wasting their own puff, of course, because Henry took no notice whatsoever. A little bit later, the railway had begun using a new sort of coal. It was dusty and burned with clouds of thick black smoke. The fat controller was crossed, and the engines didn't like it either. Filthy rubbish, they grumped. coal made more ash too. Before long, all the engines began to have pains in their smoke boxes. Hot ash collected there, and this gave them the most awful indignation. One evening, Henry felt awful when he got back to the shed. His fireman had to clean an enormous pile of ash from his smoke box before he felt better. The next day, Henry could not make steam properly. He struggled to Edward Station, but could not go on any further. Douglas was there. "I can't breathe. I can't breathe," Henry wheezed. At the puff are you?" asked Douglas. "Donna say I didn't warn you." Henry couldn't answer. Douglas took his train for him. The fireman cleared away more ashes, but when he tried to close Henry's smokebox door, it did not make the airtight fit that it should have done. "Those hot ashes have bent your smokebox door," he said. "Air is coming in, and you can't breathe properly for your fire. But I know how we can cure that." He filled the bucket with water. Then he fetched all the old newspaper he could find from the station bookstall. The driver helped him tear them into strips, which they soaked in water. "What are you doing?" asked Henry anxiously. "Making something called paper mache," explained the driver. "When this paper is soggy enough, we shall paste it on your air leak so that you can breathe better. It won't last forever, but it will get us home." "Oh," said Henry unhappily. His driver was right. When the job was done, Henry felt much better. Even the driver and fireman were surprised about how well he steamed. "We'll have to get the fat controller to make it permanent," he joked. Henry went very carefully and reached the shed without any mishap. His story had gotten there before he did, of course. Donald and Douglas didn't say anything, but now and then Henry could hear them make some breathless puffing noises. He certainly thought this was an odd sense of humor.